Damn, the ping pong ball's got some motion, man. So I'm assuming, for its credit, this is the 16th trick shot, I think. And this is the first one where I don't know really what they're asking. I'm assuming you have to hit the dart through the ping pong ball into the dartboard. Oh, there's a cup. I didn't even see the cup. You bounce it, you throw it. Oh my God! You land the dart on the dartboard and the cup into the ball into the cup. First, you learn this part. Can I get some percentages on this one? Dude, this one, it might not be clean, but it seems very possible. Obviously, you would like it if it landed in the bullseye. The fucking silent dart is so funny, man. Like, this is honestly one of the hardest games I will have ever completed if I complete it. Also, one of the most pointless, which I think there's like... I mean, you're right. With whoever said it was like a Flanderization of myself is spitting. But it's also like, it's a genuine Flanderization. Because I'm like, this seems spiritual to me, man. They're all equally pointless. That's fucking true. And this game helped me realize it, man. Like, this game, it takes me back. I'm already given like the epilogue. It takes me back to like being a little kid and being like, I want to play video games because they're fun. Like, I'm having fun moment to moment instead of just like, oh, if I get on quick, I can finish my dailies and then get one extra rank ticket just in time for the battle pass to roll over. And I was fucking going off in the bazaar yesterday. I don't get it. I hit 10 wins 2 times. I even had a perfect game. I didn't get a rank ticket. And you don't get a free rank ticket every day either. Maybe they didn't give me a rank ticket because I started with Shiny Silencer, which is the best start I think you could possibly have in the game. It gives you double the damage bonus and also an extra 25% cooldown reduction even at the bronze level, which is crazy. But where's my rank ticket, man? They need the Amex? No comment. Oh. Imagine. Oh, but you can't do that because you have to throw the ball before the dart. I can't get the fucking... Chibli, were you here for the John Legend song? I can't get it out of my head, man. Got his fucking red suit with the black turtleneck going in my head. He's dancing with the microphone stand and doing the thing where he puts like one hand up and snapping while he sings. He's haunting my fucking psyche right now, man. This Christmas...
Why the same in millions never say goodbye? There will meet our Savior and our love was to come. That's all I'm doing.
I forgot about that part. Have you ever seen the video? He's dressed, by the way, he's dressed exactly like Peter Griffin. That's all I'm doing. Chibley, you got any other classic videos? And do not fucking talk about GTA 5 gameplay, but in China, reimagined by AI. That video still, you lost a little aura for me. When you linked that video. It's kind of problematic. You want the AI video to be good. Listen, buddy, okay? I gave you a fucking bubble shield and this video popped it. I gotta go back. I screwed up my camera. Can I ask a non-partisan question about the pointless trade war between our two countries right now? Is it crazy to say that it must be fucked up to like be a business owner right now? Because I don't know, like accounting seems annoying as fuck at like the best of times. But what do you do when like it's snip, snip, snap, Jen, snip, snap? Like, isn't this shit gonna be like normally you would look at your monthly receipts or something like that, but now you're like, oh, for like 4 days there was 25% extra tariffs, and then it came off, and then it's going back on, and it's coming back on, and it doesn't make any even sense, man. Close. Give me a fucking coffee. Chibley, thoughts, by the way? I realized that I don't need to say get me a coffee because I already have my like middle-aged man stim that makes me feel good, which is whenever somebody mentions like, hey, NL, have you ever been to place in Vancouver? Saying the exact cross street that it's on, like the exact intersection, it feels to me exactly the same as saying like, get me a coffee. Like you'd be like, oh yeah, the Toys R Us on Broadway and Fur. You could even say like up on Broadway and Fur. I don't even think that's right, by the way, but I don't know. The tree streets get very confusing. You ever been to the Gucci store? Yeah, on Georgia and Georgia and Howe, maybe. No, I don't. Those don't cross. Those are parallel. Fuck. You ever been to Zulu Records? Yeah, on West 4th and West 4th and Trafalgar or something? That's a tough one. Get me a coffee. You're blowing it. I'm not a taxi driver. It's West 4th and Maple. Fuck! I've never been, though. Want it on my desk by the end of the day. Can you imagine the aura to have an office and like press the button on your intercom and say like, don't say a woman's name. Don't say a woman's name. Jeff, could you come in here for a second? That would feel so fucking good to hold that button down and like tell someone else what to do. My name is Jeff. That's damn true. Why couldn't it be a woman? Because men have already spent 2 millenniums telling women what to do. It's time to sit our hairy asses down and listen for once. I know I did this bit before, but it's like, I do think about it every time I think about The Apartment. Now, The Apartment is a movie, and it's like a satirization. I was like, damn, no wonder there's people out there that hate men. Look at this shit our grandpas were getting up to in the damn office, man. Drunk at work every fucking day, renting out their apartment as like a sex hotel for their bosses who are like all cheating on their wives with their secretaries and shit. Straining spaghetti through a tennis racket doesn't make any fucking sense, man. Life hack. I just know that spaghetti was like bad as fuck. Gonna go ride now, my bad. Legs feeling good, y'all. Gonna go ride. Good morning. Kate live? Really? What's she playing? Monster Hunter? I should have thrown the dart, man. Final Fantasy 14, holy. I'm not fucking with Mr. Sheldrake, disingenuous ass. I wish I hadn't thought it, but now I have to say it. It's crazy watching The Apartment and being like, damn, Shirley MacLaine. Like, life in a cosmic sense is very short. But like when you watch an old movie and there's a person in the movie that's an adult and they're still alive, you're like, damn, it's actually kind of long as fuck. Shut up and throw the ball. All right, I know my place. Clint Eastwood? Clint Eastwood is a damn fossil. And I mean that as a compliment, except for like some of the elements of his life. Dick Van Dyke, you're absolutely right. He plays an old guy on Columbo. The episode aired in like 1976 or something like that. He's like 102 fucking years old and he's still like, he's got the motion. He's lived long enough that his name has become insanely funny. I bet in 1933 or something like that, nobody was like, wow, what a strange name. They were probably like, yeah, that's Dick Van Dyke. I don't know, of the Van Dyke family. But like in 2025, that's a fucking funny name, man. It's like when you hear a Christmas song from the 1930s and they like describe spending time with your family as gay. You're like, man, they didn't know. Or maybe he did. And Bing Crosby's being surprisingly progressive. Never know. Gene Hackman died on the same day my new nephew was born. You ever listen to Live? Lightning crashes, an old actor dies. The confusion levels heads and gives birth to your nephew down the hall. Oh, my feeling coming back again. Like the rose placenta falls to the floor. Gene Hackman opened his eyes. What does he say? Something like that. He doesn't sail. Pale blue colored eyes. And the placenta down the hall. That's a song, man. The confusion settles in and levels heads at the placenta down the hall. I fucking hate this song, by the way, but I know every word because it was like my favorite song when I was in 7th grade. Because a girl I had a crush on sent it to me on MSN Messenger file sharing. Yeah, I used to be cool. Is that an actual song? Bro, it's like probably one of the most popular songs for the year that it came out. It's a 90s like alt-rock staple. What year was that? I don't know. I'm going to guess like maybe 96 if I had to guess. Yeah, they said the word placenta on the radio, man. It was different back then. Tipper Gore was in charge. That could have worked. They had Sex and Candy on the radio. Yeah, and songs. I'm so old, I remember when Sex and Candy used to be on the radio. Now they just play songs. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Yes, sir. I'm not apologizing. It's a good joke. Are we all grown up enough to admit that I'm slinging straight heat in joke boat? And I'm like, it's a little juvenile that I keep getting destroyed by jokes that are basically just, the punchline is just cum. Cum is funny. Yeah, but you got to put like some artistry. You got to allude to the cum. You can't just be like, you know, my grandma says the best part about toothpaste is how it looks like cum. And then it gets like 3 out of the 4 votes. And I'm like, buddy, I got 1 vote for the difference between me and hats is that hats always know how to get ahead. Like, that's some shit that's like, if they had that shit in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, people would be like, it's got something for kids and adults. But then I sling it in joke boat and people are like, it's not funny at all. Thing about hats is, I don't know about hats, but come. Vote, +2. Name a salami. Shit keeps me up at night, man. Not a lot of good hat humor these days. Favorite song off of Stunt by the Bare Naked Ladies? Hang on, let me think. So that's 1 week and it's all been done before, right? I probably listened to it 1,000 times, but it's been a while. Let me check. Stunt BNL track list. Call and answer. Oh, dude, I have a soft spot, even though I'm not an Ed Robertson guy, I have a soft spot for Light Up My Room. Like, what does he fucking mean when he says hydro field cuts through my neighborhood? Somehow that always just made me feel good. I could put a spare bulb in my mouth and light up my yard. Like, is the song from the perspective of Uncle Fester or something? There's something about it. Man, I gotta tell you, not to be rude to Stunt, which is maybe like a top 3 Bare Naked Ladies album. I'm looking at the Stunt track list and just remembering how much Gordon mogs this album. Right, at least it's not just Vancouver. Now we're Canadian posting. Like, Gordon has If I Had $1 Million. It has Enid, which might be the best Bare Naked Ladies song, in my opinion. It's got Box Set, Hello City. It's got Brian Wilson. I don't know if any Bare Naked Ladies songs rock, but if one song that they've ever done rocks, it's Brian Wilson. Enid's on the Peloton playlist. Who Needs Sleep? That one's on Stunt. Oh, I believe too. And it's on Clit. Yeah, it's on Clit. Oh, it does have Be My Yoko Ono. If I were John and you were Yoko, I would gladly give up music genius just to have you as my very own personal Venus. They did do a cover of Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. Sorry, that's a video game. Lovers in a Dangerous Time. That was their first hit, man. They're original Bruce Coburn lovers, man. I bet those motherfuckers know who put the bullet hole in Peggy's kitchen wall. I've been wondering that for years, man. Fat Depeche Mode be like my own personal pizza? That's good, man. What land the joke though? What's the line that replaces like reach out and touch faith? Reach out and touch food. That's like so my toddler coded. I'll be like hitting her with like a great. She's like, let's write this song. She's listening to a lot of Somebody's Watching Me. You know, the Rockwell one that's completely carried inexplicably by a Michael Jackson chorus. And I'll be like, starts with like, I'm just an average man with an average life. I work from 9 to 5. Hey man, I pay the price. And then she wants to do like a Minecraft parody. So I'll like, while I'm driving, I'm thinking to myself and I'm like, I'm just an average Steve with an average bass. I've got a diamond pick. I've got a pressure plate. And she's like, nah, how about this? I'm just an average man with an average mine. I mine from 9 to 5. Hey man, I mine the mine. And I'm like, yeah, that's good too. That's good too. But at the same time, I can't help but think that mine had a little bit more variance, which is like an important element to it. You can't just replace like the end of every line with mine. But she's very attached to her own made up lyrics. So I've been listening to a lot of Somebody's Watching Me, man. People say I'm crazy, just a little touch, but maybe showers remind me of Psycho too much. That's why. And then fucking Michael Jackson carries the. Did Michael Jackson owe money to the mafia or something? Like, why is he on that song? Oh, he's like his cousin. Okay. He was a Nepo baby who got the MJ feature. Okay. It's just kind of like a surprise. Like, the song would not be noteworthy at all without Michael Jackson, I think. I like when he says he's in the Twilight Zone. So why do I always feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone? And you know what's crazy is that I bet Michael Jackson went into the studio and did that shit in like one take. I bet like he was like in between, like he was halfway to the exotic pet store after eating a fucked up lunch. And he was like, yeah, I'll swing by. And it's before he started sucking on his teeth between every line too. You're hurting him. Oh. Did he eat fucked up lunches? I'm just assuming. He seems like an eccentric individual. Oh. He would have been an amazing voice actor in video games for sure. Did he do the fucking voice in that Simpsons episode? Or was that like Jens Lekman or whatever? The Happy Birthday Lisa type shit? That was his voice, okay. But he didn't do the singing? That's crazy. I would have thought like for MJ, singing was like easier than talking, man. Whatever. Sometimes I lose confidence in where the discourse is going. His hair did catch on fire. That's one of the things I learned on the front page of the internet, man. Apparently, his hair caught on fire at the exact midpoint of his life, which is, if true, is fucking crazy. At least if you delineate it by days. Why did it do that? I think it's like scientists haven't figured it out, but it's maybe just like his dancing was too good. Or maybe he was overheating and that's why he has to make those noises in between his singing. Like he's venting, man. Not in like a sus way, but like that's when he learned how to like cool down. I can't do it, but I like when he dude, I would love to watch like not a 10-hour long video, but like a 2-minute video that's just the Michael Jackson like idle animation noises. Because I think my favorite one is when he sounds like an old laser printer. He goes like Everyone knows the he's and the shimonis and stuff like that, but I'm more like the ones where it sounds like he's eating like a really spicy Indian curry or something like that. Every Michael Jackson grunt. There's no shot this shit is not going to get claimed. Every Michael Jackson grunt ranked. This is exactly. Rarely do you get a delivery that's to your exact specifications. This is one of the few times, man. I gotta listen to this shit off stream. Oh, the camera's frozen. Oh! Have you seen it? Have you guys seen it? All right, that one's kind of uncomfortable. Okay, say something, man. You're freaking me out. Stop that. That's the shit right there, man. That's like a 1 in 100. You get a lot of he's, you don't get a lot of damn with the dad. I'm going back to that. That's one of the most replayed sections in the whole video right there. Go with the bear. Oh, that's... You don't need to tell jokes, man. You could just be funny. It's like he's... I don't know. This is amazing. Go with the bear. Oh, whatever. Fuck. Every Michael Jackson grunt in existence. The top YouTube comment does say, it's like timestamp 216 dies. That's when he goes, Ah! And then 217, he respawns. Hee hee. That's a great video. Oh, with the bah. Oh. That's good stuff, man. You know, I'm going to link that to the Discord. Let me see what's going on there. Fucking fuck all. So you're welcome. Here's a little shot of life for you. Hey, you guys ever see this one? Every Michael Jackson grunt was uploaded 9 years ago. Have you seen it? Also, do you guys want some cookies? Oh, yes, it's available for streaming on Clitoris. I forgot about that part. Yeah, you can watch it for free with a Clitoris subscription. Yeah. You can get a premium 4K rental on Mons Pubis. Please shut up. It's not a bad word. Clitoris is not a bad word. Clit is a bad word. Clitoris is a scientific word. You can rent it at the G Spot. Oh, Squirt has a free trial right now. It actually, you get it for free if you get a 60-day subscription to Gruel. It's on Netflix. I don't know. So you had to try to land the plane at some point. Stop? What? You're not fucking with Netflix? I stopped fucking with Netflix ever since they distributed that documentary about the last Blockbuster. I mean, like, I can't be mad at you for, like, getting a kill, but I don't support teabagging. It's just bad manners. Can you, librarian? Can you make put an asterisk next to that one? I want to put that one in the Netflix special. Well, the YouTube original. Most streams don't produce a joke you can just excise like that and take somewhere else. A little self-indulgent today. Well, it's just most of the time the jokes that I make that I think are funniest are like Chad hates them, but that one they kind of liked. We've been building the tight five for years. It's gonna be like Kunk on Earth. The jokes are gonna the jokes are gonna be too fast that it's not gonna be funny anymore. People are gonna be like, "What? This guy's too funny. I can't laugh at this." Are you going pay to win in the bazaar? I saved this for Friday because it's like a bad bit of news from a company. Like when Netflix raises prices, they're like, it's 4:59 p.m. Send out the press release. I'm going to keep playing the bazaar because I like the game, but I'm not going to buy any of the monetization elements until they fix something. Like, because it just, I mean, A, it's a can of worms. B, like, I can sympathize with, like, I'm not wading in necessarily. The bazaar situation is crazy, but, like, I get that they want to have a way to monetize free players effectively, but my ass already paid like $35 for the game. So like I don't really want to, I don't feel motivated to drop like I didn't even look at the store, but like I'm not really motivated to spend $10 a month on like the battle pass and the, I don't know if there's other elements involved as well. But I have faith might not be the right word. I'm hoping that over time cooler heads prevail and maybe the monetization can be tweaked to be a little bit more amenable to the bulk of the player base. But I do think they've created like a really special game. And I hope that the business decision side of it doesn't compromise that because I very much enjoy playing it. I don't think it's cooked. I think it's probably a bad decision. And I'm not going to be buying the extra stuff. But that's where I'm at right now. You weren't going to buy the NFTs either? You don't know me like that. I might have. I mean, if I got like a funny, like a duct tape number 42069, I might have retired off of that shit. You don't know that. Also, I'm not pro NFTs, but like every time I open the reward chest in the bazaar, I'm like, they should have just maybe made them NFTs because why the fuck am I sitting here with like 8, like steel drums or something like that don't do anything? like it so clearly was like the reward system was designed to be like tradable or sellable, but now I'm like opening the shit and I'm like, why do I even want this? And why does it have a certificate of authenticity to it? But yeah, I'm hopeful. I mean, everybody wants stuff to happen fast, They want it to be like rolled back immediately, but I'm hopeful that given a little bit of time. It's hard too because the situation is like acrimonious, right? Like the company is saying stuff that is not nice to the audience that has been supporting them, and the audience in turn is not being so nice to the company. So like it takes a while for those hurt feelings to like subside and maybe cooler heads to prevail, but I wouldn't say optimistic, but I do think, wow, they've like done the hard part of making like a great game. The rest is just, you just got to get like a little closer to the mark, I think. I do kind of want to give it like an extra 15 minutes here. Because we might be able to finish it today, man. I do have to eat lunch, though. That's true. And I got chicken strips in the fridge, motherfucker. You know what that makes me feel like? Wait, my reaction when I have leftover chicken strips in the fridge.
It's tough for you to be that. Woo!
He hit it perfectly. There's no shot. I might get a strike for this. That's not like a content ID match. That might be a strike. That shit was straight out of bad. There's a joke in there. Something. Supposedly pro-strike leftists when they get DMCA'd. Something like that. I don't know. It's a little insular, I suppose. Hey, without getting political, can I ask you a political question? What the fuck is the point of having a strike if the government can just order you back to work? That shit doesn't make any... Is anybody here working for Canada Post? I'm on your side. How does that shit work? You went on strike because you're like, we need leverage to get like better treatment. And then once they started to feel the pain, the government was just like, you got to go back to work. That doesn't make any fucking sense, man. That's the strike, dude. Our government needs stopped. Well, it's hard. It's complicated right now. They do need the battle pass. Complete all stages. Clear bounce ball dart stage. Guys, we've beaten Trickshot Simulator. Possibly, I mean, like, can I just say something? The game was like $8 and I got 47 hours of content out of this shit. That's a fucking bargain, man. Starfield could never. Is that what the game's called? I saw a Reddit post about Starfield, the Bethesda Skyrim. And honestly, the first thought I had when I saw the post was, I wonder when that shit's going to come out. And then I realized it's been out for 11 months. I forgot that it had existed. That's not necessarily an indictment. I didn't play it. I'm just like, I was kind of surprised. I guess it is, yeah, Bethesda Skyrim doesn't really make sense, but you get the idea. Dude, we fucking did it.